What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction with your boy Isaac, man. Know what I'm saying? And yeah, today we got my boy Luesta. Yes, I just glitched, by the way, if that's what y'all were thinking. That's why I froze. Yes, I glitched. But yeah, man, we got my boy Luesta, man. We got the scrawny 46-year-old man that rappers fear. Charleston White. I couldn't really think of no real reasons that rappers would fear Charleston White aside from the fact that this nigga be snitching. But I mean, then again, he do be having like little weapons like tasers and fucking brass knuckles and all this other shit. But like, yeah, man, I don't think they fear him. I think they fear going to jail for real. But that's about it. And he be having the pepper spray, nigga. I fear some pepper spray too. I don't know, but yeah, man, how y'all feel about Charleston White, man? I done met a couple individuals that, you know the majority don't really like Charleston White, but like I done met a couple individuals that said he used to be like real big on reform and like empowering the black community and shit like that. So I don't know, man. Niggas be saying he be doing this to get the attention so that he can continue to change things for the better, but I don't know. I just be seeing the theatrics that go on in the media, man. So, how y'all feel about Charleston White? But, yeah, though, man. If you're new to the channel, as always, make sure you scroll down, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We just hit 50 subscribers. We try and get to 100 as fast as possible. And you can help us do that, man. So, yeah, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show some love. Make sure you head over to the main channel. Subscribe over there, too. It's just Isaac, ISAAC, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 new pranks just dropped over there, man, and they both bangers. They both going crazy. So, yeah, man, when you're done watching this, make sure you go tune into that. But with that being said, we're going to get straight into it. Let's do it. By the way, if I look tired, y'all, I am, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it in my eyes. I look tired as hell. Like,
his sister and his kids.
This is
wild.
Charleston White, a scrawny 46-year-old man who downright disses dead rappers.
Man, nah, I ain't apologizing to Nipsey Hussle.
Tells on gang members and gets them locked up.
We made sure PMG, Percy Jr. PMG, he won't be home for about another 15 years. So we ain't got to worry about PMG no more. 20 years. Ooh, that's a long
and publicly
yo, this nigga is the modern day Uncle Ruckus, man. Like real talk. I'm talking about with everything from the hating black folk to the hating rappers to the lazy eye nigga to the Confederate shit. Like this nigga is the real life version of Uncle Ruckus, man. If you watch the Boondocks, you know.
Wishes death on all Bloods and Crips.
Death to all Crips and Bloods. Death to all GDs and BDs.
Videos like these are a surefire way to attract a massive audience, potentially racking up hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. But what's even more astonishing is that despite the controversial things and the drama that comes from it, he somehow manages to avoid any serious consequences. Hi, I'm Luesta. I make weekly video documentaries of things I'm into, so subscribe if you enjoy. And this is how Charleston White became the most feared man in the hip-hop community. In early 2022, a man by the name of Charleston White began getting tons of promotion from sites like Academics, Say Cheese TV, and DJ Vlad for his wild hot takes. Now, these weren't your ordinary hot takes. These ones cut deep. It all started when a World Star video surfaced from a live stream he did in February of 2020, showing him on his way to snitch on a local Crip set.
I came up to tell on the Harvest Street Crip. They're the ones
nigga had locks, bro. When the hell did Charleston White have locks? Yo, maybe I ain't up on game.
Before the violence over on
bad it can together. The person who
Why did he put G Herbo in there? What the fuck, bro? Nigga, G-Herbo got snitch allegations? Yeah, I peeped that, man. This nigga got snitch allegations? Somebody let me know.
Who does this?
And instructed him to shoot Mr. Levy. He shot Mr. Levy. We drove away laughing.
Once he was caught, Charleston was sentenced to 12 years for murder, where he served time in juvie for the remainder of his childhood and teenage years. It was here where Charleston joined the Rolling 60 Crips while he was inside.
What the fuck, bro? This nigga Charleston 60s? Bro, this nigga 6'0"? Say swear to God. Say swear to God. How are you 6'0" you dissing Nipsey? Bro, there's so much a part of this nigga's story I did not know, bro. See, this is why videos like this is important. Loesta, you doing the work of the community, my boy, because I didn't know none of this, bro. I knew he was an activist. I knew he was, like, doing all this stuff for a deeper purpose, but this nigga was locked up on a murder. This nigga was fucking 6'0". What the hell?
In teenage years. It was here where Charleston joined the Rolling 60 Crips while he was inside, eventually becoming a gang leader before being released at the age of 21. Once he was released in 1998, Charleston chose to leave the gang life behind and completely changed who he was as a person. This transformation began
Damn, so this is like common knowledge that this nigga was a Crip. And I did not know that. Family of the man I killed forgave me. That's crazy.
And when the family of the man he and his friends had taken the life of forgave him. He also formed connections with some of the correctional officers who saw his potential to make a positive change while locked up. These pivotal moments are what Charleston credits as the starting point of his journey from a gang member to a passionate advocate for law and order.
So to be forgiven, something changed on the inside of me for what those people done
and what that family has said to me.
His time behind bars helped him discover his passion for sharing his own story and inspiring young individuals who grew up in equally...
I can never see Charleston White being a street nigga, bro. Just because, like, the way I was introduced to this nigga is, like, that's crazy.
challenging neighborhoods to steer clear of gangs and criminal activities. One thing he realized was that gangs are something that should be eradicated, as he believes that they are the ultimate disgrace of the black community. He also thinks that gangs are what ruined rap music, as most rappers began to make murder songs and influenced the community to engage in more violence.
Gangbanging came before gangster rap.
And then the rap perpetuated it.
And solidified it, yeah. Just the propaganda, the fuel to it.
In fact, jail even made Charleston a firm believer that prison has been the best thing for black people since civil rights. And he even recommends spending 2 to 4 years in prison or the military over going to college.
The American prison system has been one of the greatest tools used to preserve black life and to build strong black, law-abiding, pro-social black men. I recommend prison or the military. I don't recommend college. I believe all black boys coming out of inner city should spend at least 2 years in prison.
Nah, that's
4
crazy.
years.
This nigga said prison or the military. I don't recommend college. Prison or the military. This nigga, bro. You lost me, Charleston. Yeah, why just black folk? Like, nah, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. You fucking tripping.
You pick, but you going to one.
Upon leaving prison, Charleston would take his passion even further and began studying criminal justice at a Texas university for 3 years. And then he launched a foundation named HYPE in 2014. HYPE stands for Helping Young People Excel and aims to teach young kids the dangers of gang life by trying to show them a better way. Intent on keeping his kids away from the street life that almost claimed him, Charleston's time as a community activist is definitely something to be admired. However, this direction was just a bit too wholesome. And Charleston realized that if he really wanted to get his message out to the masses, he was going to have to cross some boundaries and really get under people's skin.
Introducing the Ungun, the non-lethal self-defense platform. Lightweight and simple to use. It uses an easy-to-load 5-round magazine and is powered by an 8-gram CO2 cartridge. Byrna launchers fire a 68 caliber chemical-filled projectile using a patented pull-pierce technology where the CO2 canister is only punctured on the first trigger pull, meaning your launcher is always at the ready. It's capable of incapacitating...
A great example of Charleston getting under people's skin was the moment he began speaking to King Von. There's literally thousands of clips you can find of Charleston absolutely disrespecting the now deceased rapper from Chicago, and some of them are hard to watch.
You and your hood in Chicago and everything King Von stand for. Stomp on his head, King Von dead. Stop speaking on Nip and Von. Nip and Von. King Von. King Von. O Block. Yeah, I'm beefing with the O Block now. King Von. You don't do nothing.
Although these comments are extremely harsh, Charleston's reasoning behind them were kind of valid. Now look, we all know how King Von passed away in November of 2020 after an altercation ensued between him and a rapper by the name of Quando Rondo. Well, Charleston had a huge issue with King Von's passing, particularly because of how everyone began praising him after he died.
King Von was known to be a killer, a man who killed black people, a man who was accused of killing a black girl. So you mean to tell me he's celebrated, right? You got celebrities who take pictures in front of his mural. What about his victims' family? What about the people he's been accused of? Why don't y'all ever speak for them?
He claims that King Von deserved to die due to the fact he rapped about people he killed in his songs. One of the most notable people King Von was known for killing.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Don't nobody deserve to die, though. Like, King Von a fucked up nigga. That's the truth. And his victims didn't deserve to die either. But, saying King Von deserved to die is where he lost a lot of niggas.
Was a man by the name of Shondale Tuka Gregory, which, if you're well connected to the hip-hop genre, you know this as one of the most disrespected names in today's rap industry. Tuka was a 15-year-old kid who was waiting at a bus stop when a car pulled up and he was then shot multiple times, later pronounced as dead on the scene. However, today he's mostly known for being referenced on numerous songs from
by King Von, Chief Keef,
who used the phrase,
Dirk, everybody, like, yo, all of them niggas be dissing him, bro. That's so disrespectful, bro. It's crazy, though, like, Cause when you think about it, like, he probably never would have expected that. Like, they was all like 15, 16 at the time, right? And they in their own little gang war. Y'all know how Chicago get. And he ended up dying. What are the odds that not one, not two, not three, 3, 4, 5, however many niggas from the side that you were beefing with all blow up and be rappers, bro. And now they're all dissing you and you can't rest in peace, bro. That's insane, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. I know his family and his people just be like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, Von blew up, Dirk blew up, Sosa blew up. They all be dissing, bro. Like, that shit's crazy, bro.
Smoking on Tuka quite often.
Smoking on this Tuka pack.
Alright, man. No copyright.
Multiple times for the people he killed, he was left free afterwards, leaving many people to think that he didn't actually commit these crimes. But Charleston claims this doesn't necessarily prove his innocence, since all the victims in the case ended up dead before the trial started.
He was released from jail on some murders. Not that he didn't do it, but because the victims came up dead.
It was things like this that made Charleston believe there should be no remorse for rappers like King Von.
A lot of people don't like the nature of how you've turned his death into almost a celebration.
Well, tell that to the Tukaville people that's been smoking Tuka. They did Tuka like that for 11 years. I never even knew who Tuka was until last year. I never knew even who Tuka was. So you mean to tell me we can Tuka for 11, 12 years, and his mother is over in the corner pleading. She's pleading. So you mean to tell me it's okay for them to do that, but because our favorite rapper is now being mocked as he mocked a kid. Tuka was a kid, a 15-year-old kid who was killed, and no one ever came out and defended Tuka's mother. Let's look at his death. He had finally made it out of the ghetto. He had finally made it. He had just come home from beating murder cases, brother. Let's look at how serious this is. There are murder cases on his file that he beat. He gets released because the witnesses come up dead. Let's be real with this shit, homie. The witnesses came up dead. Black people. Nobody ever spoke about that.
Rightfully so, he got a lot of people mad with his comments, specifically those who were affiliated with King Von's Black Disciples gang and other rappers who were connected to him. But this only prompted Charleston to take it even further, since he knew they wouldn't do anything to him due to his connections with the police. And he did what he usually does. Charleston kept pushing it and pushing it, even bringing King Von's family into it at one point.
Von, King Von mama too. Yeah, King Von mama. Get your up out of here, talking about some mother King.
Bro was even saying that he hoped Melly died like King Von, since he also was said to have killed 2 of his best friends.
I be seeing the rapper holler free Melly. Homie, he killed 2 friends.
What's crazy is that so many people actually agreed. If you check the comments on any of his videos, it's hard to find a single person who doesn't side with Charleston, despite the fact King Von is an extremely popular rapper with millions of fans across the world. 8 minutes of straight facts. We gotta protect this man at all costs. Now, the only people who seemed to disagree were affiliates of King Von's, such as members from the old block gangs, who would constantly warn Charleston that his comments on Von would get him killed, and told him he can never come to Chicago.
So, hey, listen, I'm Von. King Von. King Von. Dead ass.
He had become such a massive target in Chicago that even the police refused to come out and defend him during one of his appearances.
My law enforcement friends and buddies advised me don't go back to Chicago. Leave them alone. Don't even go. The money in Chicago, it ain't even worth it, homie.
This was abundantly clear when 600 Breezy, a Chicago drill rapper, confronted Charleston White unknowingly because he didn't like what he said about King Von. The confrontation showed that Charleston White's comments had really stirred things up and made people emotional, especially those close to Von. But in a video that surfaced after the confrontation, Charleston showed how serious he was about his comments by sticking his ground and doubling down, and even convincing him of his beliefs.
I don't want to understand. I done said what I said. I don't want to understand. I done said what I said. I don't want to understand.
Like I said though, I respect Charleston White. He speaks for what he believes in. He feel like the shit we doing ain't right. I don't agree with none of this shit he's saying, disrespectfully towards rappers and all that like that, but that be right on some of the he's saying. Be right on some of the he's saying, like we doing in our communities or whatever, but you not trying to help it though, Charleston. That was my point too.
What can you say? Bro is a menace. After the video made its rounds, Charleston White hopped onto social media to say he was prepared to call the cops on 600 Breezy when he felt threatened.
He was upset. He was very, very angry. I started to call the police on him right then and there.
And 600 Breezy admitted that this is one of the reasons he backed off from messing with Charleston.
He's dangerous, bro. And he's dangerous for the fact that he'll throw a rock at you and then call the police on you. He a troll, bro. It's like, that's why nobody do nothing to him when they see him, because they know it.
From here, Charleston White would quadruple down on his King Von statements, constantly hopping in and out of live streams to diss Von and all gang members.
Death to all gang bangers. Death to all gang bangers. We killing Crips, we killing Bloods.
It's like at a certain point, bro, like, all right, Charleston, like, your initial message was like, okay, we want to rid this shit from our community. We want to do better for our community. And you might still stand by that. But, bruh, at this point, you're playing into the same shit that you don't fuck with. And the clout is getting to you. You cannot say the clout ain't getting to you. Because you're not going to get on live and say, literally, death to all GDs, death to BDs, Bloods, Crips. You're not going to say that, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is disrespectful as hell. And if you want them niggas to die, what's the difference between what they doing and what you want to happen to them? Like, you feel me? Like, Charleston, at a certain point, the clout getting to you too. Like, you can't sit and act like, oh, it's just for the greater cause anymore. You feel me?
We shooting GDs and BDs in they head, and then
like, bro, listen to this shit.
Die like King Von. Die like Nipsey Hussle, then kick that in the head.
And whenever he was threatened, he would always just turn to calling the police instead of escalating the beef or turning to acts of violence. Which was actually the case when he allegedly got 3 O-Block members arrested.
I want to make a confession. Now, I've been keeping this a secret. I put 3 O-Block in jail. Do y'all see that name right there? Them names and booking numbers. No bullshit. And watch the dates.
He even got a rapper named PMG God to serve 20 years in prison in July of 2022 after Charleston clashed with his dad, OG Percy, arguing that Percy's past as an old gang member sets a bad example for young people.
OG Percy, right? He's a Crip, right?
Yeah.
And you feel as though...
They're a 52-year-old Crip. That's not shameful. All your children have been to jail. You smoking weed on camera with your kids with guns, and they just coming home from jail.
That's when a rapper by the name of PMG God came out claiming that he didn't like how Charleston was speaking about his father, so he made threats against Charleston. Upon digging deeper, Charleston discovered that PMG was out on bail and literally called the cops on him, telling them that PMG was threatening his life. That same night, the police arrested PMG and was eventually sentenced to 20 years in prison.
And we made sure PMG, Percy Jr. PMG, he won't be home for about another 15 years, so we ain't got to worry about PMG no more.
Y'all 20 years. Ooh, that's a long time.
There's no way around it. He was a certified snitch, making statements saying that Young Thug was going to snitch in 6 months after the YSL RICO case got him and 28 other YSL members locked up, saying that Tekashi 6ix9ine did nothing wrong for snitching on an entire Bloods gang, getting some people locked up for over 30 years, even claiming that he wants to start a youth snitching program, teaching kids how to snitch. Sometimes, he would get people to snitch on themselves, as was the case when he called the cops on 2 rappers named Quick Flip Vino and Flo Malcolm, who claimed that he was banned from coming to Atlanta.
So then another nigga made a video and said, if Flo Malcolm say you can't come, that really scared the shit out of me. And then he said, I better not catch you nowhere. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. And I can't beat all of it. Then I'm supposed to go to Atlanta next week. So I told my people, say, you think you can call that prosecutor's office down there? Oh, man, I'm terrified. And these are gang members. So yeah, man, I contacted the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, Miss Fannie Willis, and told, man, I want to press charges. So, on who?
The guy from Atlanta.
He would then trick them into thinking he was in Atlanta when he was actually in Miami, and the FBI closely watched anyone who threatened Charleston since he was such a huge target.
So I was on Facebook going live at the Trump Resort, showing the Trump Towers, the Miami Beach. Then I was running on Instagram and YouTube acting like I'm in Atlanta. Now they don't know this is a real RICO cases. This how dumb it is, homie. It's RICO cases in Atlanta. You got Atlanta gang members going online making gang threats as if these people not watching. Yeah. And not only that, the motherfucking video about to get 1 million views. So it ain't like I'm calling the police. They notified authorities because they were so bold with their threats. See, at this point, homie, I'm just as big as the rappers. So if you think law enforcement, if you think FBI agents, if you think Homeland Security ain't watching laughing and thinking I'm funny too, so when the gang members go online and self-identify themselves as gang members, homie, that's against the law. Not only that, I'm a real community activist.
Okay.
See, that's what people keep forgetting because they keep getting caught up into the character. In their mind, they believe I'm in Atlanta. I go online and say, yeah, I'm gonna be in Magic City, KOD tonight.
Okay.
Guess what these do? They go up to Magic City looking for me, recording themselves. They show themselves in Magic City. We've been inside looking for them. We've been outside looking for them. That boy ain't here. Say, yo, y'all got a celebrity named Charles. That's when they broke the law. But now y'all are actively looking for me as gang members. And in Atlanta, they got a zero tolerance for gang activity. Anything gang, you get a no bond. Look how stupid niggas is. The FBI called this Quick Flip Vino. Called him, say, bruh, we saw that video you made the other day. You had a gun in it. You just got out of federal prison. You sure you want to be doing this? Yes, oh, yes, sir. Well, he be threatening us. No, he don't be threatening y'all. Y'all are threatening him, and he responding to threats. Yes, sir. Hang up. Yeah, don't be having no more. Detectives called my phone. He thought it was a gang. He was arrested 2 days later with no bond. I ain't called the police on the broken in jail.
Another Chicago rapper, King Yella, learned firsthand after Charleston called his daughter an ugly during one of his classic rants. He was understandably pissed and let it be known in a Say Cheese interview.
I see him, I'ma smack the out of him though. Not punch him, I'ma smack him, I swear to God.
Once he'd gotten Yella riled up, Charleston phoned the Nevada PD and tried to get Yella locked up for a parole violation.
And this guy has went on a major platform and made terroristic threats and said that he's gonna bring physically and bodily harm to me.
Now, when it comes to staying alive, snitching is just the tip of the iceberg in Charleston's arsenal. He's also known for being well equipped with an entire collection of weapons to protect himself.
Keep this in the bag just in case you really want some trouble.
It seemed like the turning point in Charleston's mind, where he began to realize that he could be killed for what he's doing with rappers, was his beef with Soulja Boy. This came around after he downplayed the former teen star's street cred.
I want to remind Soulja Boy, you ain't got no ops.
After a war with words ensued online for a while, the beef came to a head at Rolling Loud Miami when Soulja Boy and 11 of his homies popped out of a Sprinter to check Charleston for what he said. Allegedly, they wanted to just talk, but Charleston didn't hesitate to let his mace fly.
His first reaction was, bruh, did you just mace me?
You praying pepper like that shit crazy, bro.
This moment taught him that rappers are actually aware of him. And this is when he started taking self-defense a lot more seriously.
In my mind, homie, the Soulja Boys, the Jay-Z's, they not paying me no attention. That Soulja Boy incident really just showed me, man, you really need to tighten up. Cause that really could have went. Yeah, I could have got a good ass kicking.
After that interaction, the gun-toting, pepper-spraying, pig-poking Charleston, with more weapons than Batman's utility belt, was born. The Soulja Boy incident happened in July of 2022, and by that November, he was pulling out the gat during an interview with DJ University when discussions turned to King Von's mom.
Yo, I keep a gun for whatever. Don't give a about
Charleston has plenty of guns and has shown them during various videos, but it's his non-lethal weapons that have caused the biggest stir.
My mace even got a red beam on it. So then, this is my police taser. Except mine ain't got the cutoff switch. I can let your ass have it for 15 minutes. This here, is the mace gun. It shoot 25 feet.
Although he's always full of bravado, it seems like Charleston is getting a little too jumpy these days. So would I if so many people had threatened to kill me. He recently pepper sprayed his opponent at a weigh-in for a celebrity boxing match. He then pulled out the pig poker, which is basically just a big knife, when they had an altercation about Charleston's disrespect towards Nipsey Hussle. Later that same weekend, he had to pepper spray another group of thugs for doing the same thing.
Oh, why you spraying? Why you spraying?
It's not even limited to gangsters at this point. It's anytime things get a little tense. He even tried to mace Aiden Ross's friend Prime on a recent live stream.
What you gonna do, nigga? What you gonna do? They got mace. I'm gonna spray it too.
As Charleston has gotten increasingly edgy, his popularity has exploded, and this creates a dangerous predicament for him. Because when the shock value wears off, you need to keep upping the ante, and at this rate, it's only going in one direction. Just look at Maxo Cream's attempt to ward rappers off from beefing with Charleston for fear of what might go down.
Y'all better leave Charleston White alone for his all that, but when y'all on the shirt, stay woke, don't get tricked
Damn,
out.
y'all better leave Charleston White alone before his old ass put one of y'all on a shirt. Stay woke, don't get tricked out of your position. Now more famous than he probably ever dreamed of, Charleston is in a unique position. While all the drama keeps him in the spotlight he craves, he's now constantly having to remind people that it's an act and shouldn't be taken too seriously.
I'm on here bullshit, putting the gun to the phone. I'm trying to get into Hollywood. I'm doing all kind of shit. It's called content creation.
And he's even claimed that his end goal is to just get rich. But now that he's at a stage where he can't even go to Houston because...
Wow, now Charleston White pulled out a big gun. LOL, I really do believe he's playing with fire. Charleston White shows Austin after Jay Prince allegedly had a show in Houston canceled. I ain't afraid of you. Charleston White need to sit his old ass down. All this playing and attention seeking on social media is gonna get him hurt for real.
Because the police won't protect him from Jay Prince. And he stated that the FBI told him not to go to Chicago without security. He's clearly blurred the line a little far between the real man and the exaggerated version. By now, playing with fire is basically a profession for Charleston. But the problem is, where can it possibly go from here but badly?
That's a very, very dramatic cutoff ending. But yeah, man, y'all, I don't know how to really feel about this nigga Charleston. It's like, on the one hand, this nigga trying to do good, man. He trying, you know, empower the community, shit like that. He trying to make sure that, you know, I don't know, he trying to stop the gang shit. And it's like, everybody got a purpose in life. He feel like that's his purpose, bro, to stop the gang shit, bro. But all the disrespecting the dead and all the extra, god damn, nigga, what the fuck? That thumbnail crazy. Anyways, y'all see it. But yeah, man, all the disrespecting the dead and all the extra shit is like, I don't know, man. He taking it a little far. Like Luesta said, he blurring the lines between playing a character and actually being that person, man. Like, this nigga, he's starting to disrespect niggas a little too much, man. That shit ain't okay. But I understand the original message he was trying to send. So hopefully he reverts back to that, because this shit could get real dangerous, Charleston. You keep calling the police on certain niggas. You keep spraying niggas, threatening niggas, all type of shit. Like, you might could get one person locked up, but like for Jay Prince, as an example, bro, like, say you get a nigga locked up that tried to fuck with you because of Jay Prince in Houston. Nigga, Jay Prince runs Houston, brother. Like, that shit ain't gonna stop nothing. Everybody gonna keep coming for you. What happens that one day will somebody see you from a distance and just up that motherfucker? Like, they just get the like, you feel me? Like, everybody ain't gonna confront you face to face, Charleston, bro. Some niggas just real life don't fuck with the disrespectful shit. And this shit could get dangerous, bro. Like, when there's that many people watching you and you got a target on your back like that, and it's just like, I don't know, man. You can't watch everybody. You can't tell on everybody. You can't pepper spray everybody, Charleston. So I just say, tone it down, my brother. I ain't got nothing wrong with your original message. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, tone it down with all the disrespectful shit. This shit ain't worth it, bro. Like, for real, this shit can get real dangerous real quick. But yeah, man, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Know what I'm saying? I enjoy watching it. Shout out my boy Luesta. Y'all know I reacted to a couple of his videos on this channel already. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, man. Scroll down, leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We just hit 50 subscribers. We try and get to 100 as fast as possible. There you go, help us do that, man. So yeah, man, scroll down, show some love, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to the main channel too. It's just Isaac, ISAAC, man. 2 new pranks just dropped over there and they both going crazy, so y'all go tune into those, man. But with that being said, that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. I'm out.